morning. This is Laura. I'm in my studio, which is a half, the eat-in half of our little 1954 kitchen. And it kind of has a little partition that has, the stove is on the other side of it. So it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a little cozy spot. So this is where I work. I figured I want to do a flip through of my journal that I finished, but I wanted to make a couple more tags to go in it, and then add some, I like this, to gather or to pick. And so that's what I did. I've gathered and picked all my queer. Okay, so I took French from 6th grade through senior year, and then 1 year in college. And so I'm very rusty. De bonheur. Early. And what's this one? Tout à l'heure. Presently, in a little while. So anyway, I got some of my French flashcards that I like to collect. I have these, which are not French. They are probably Italian, maybe Spanish. Agua de vegeto. It kind of sounds Italian to me. Vegetable water. Yum. Not really. I have my coffee. Woohoo. And so I'm going to get cracking. So I like to use Barely Art. I also like to use a glue stick, and sometimes I use Fabri-Tac. I don't kind of have a love-hate relationship with Fabri-Tac, but it is good to use on fabric if you do it sparingly. And then I also use tacky glue. Yesterday, I organized all my little bundles, so I might be pulling from these for my tags. This right here is hand-dyed silk matelassé. And where's my green pile? Where's my green? Ah, here it is. Oh, no. Here it is. Okay. And then this is also hand-dyed silk matelassé. Isn't that pretty? So I'll probably be picking those along with some of the other more natural elements like these. I like cotton. I like laces, but they can't be scratchy laces. They have to be, they just can't be scratchy. Like this one is not scratchy at all. So it was maybe a cotton thread, a linen thread, I have no idea. But ever since I was a kid, I don't know. I do not like scratchy things. This, while it is not cotton, is about this side is scratchy. I could not wear that against my skin, but this is really soft. I don't know where that came from, but I like it. Okay, let's get going. So, I don't know what that was. I am going to just do some paper collaging of, these are some leftover printables. I think, oh gosh, they might be ruby and pearl, but I don't know. I'll have to look everything up and just list it in the notes because I need to refill my glue. because I can't remember. I know the majority of the journal used Nanda's digitals from the apple of his eye. Some also were from, I think, Ruby and Pearl. And some were, I don't know if I used Sam Poole. I don't think I did in this journal. And, oops, I want to take this off. So, after I finish these tags, I'm going to film the flip through. I did a flip through yesterday, but I also had some stuff at the beginning that I didn't want to include, and I'm really not a YouTube editor. I don't really want to be a YouTube editor and edit my videos. Maybe someday, but not today. So I'm just redoing these. I get a lot of vintage things from Donkey Journal on Instagram, and I think they come possibly Belgium, maybe. I can't remember where she's located. It's in Europe, somewhere in Europe. And those are actually little stickers, but I'm putting glue on them. What else do we have? This came in something, but I kind of like it. I had COVID 2 weeks ago, and while I am now negative, I'm still, well, I like that over there. I still have a little bit of a cough, clearing my throat. How are y'all today? I'm in Southish, Texas, about 30 miles from San Antonio, in a small town. And we had not had rain, gosh, since the first week of June, when we took our road trip to Tennessee. We had rain while we were gone, and so when we got back, we did not have rain until like last week. And Tropical Storm Harold came through South Texas and Mexico, and somehow we were blessed with a little band of that tropical storm traveled up north to us, and we got 1 2/3 inches of rain, which was fantastic. So so that's all the rain we've had this summer, and we might get some today. I am deflating. I cleaned my little blow-up pool that I bought for myself. Yes, I bought a blow-up pool because I was hot. I don't like being hot. And let's see. That looks pretty. So I cleaned it out after the rain. It kind of got scummy, so I cleaned it out yesterday, let it dry in the sun, and then today I am, is that full? Did I score that? I sure did score that. Sorry about me clearing my throat. That's probably annoying. So, got to put that up. In fact, it's not that little. I'm gonna show it to you because you can see it outside my window. Is that not funny? Okay, there. Now, didn't mean to make you seasick. There we go. So I use a canvas lamp, and I really like it. I could turn on the light, but I'm not going to. It's plenty light enough. So I have to put my pool away because hopefully, Lord willing, we will be getting more rain today. We have a chance. I don't know if it's really us that has the chance or if it's San Antonio that has the chance. But there is a 50% chance of rain today. And so I'm just preparing in hopes we get some, because that sure would be nice. I'm going to leave this at the back of the tag blank so that people, if they want to, whoever gets the journal, can journal on the back. I kind of want to put this English garden up here, but I'm not. Okay, I need this. There we go. And what do I want? I pulled some, ooh, I like that green. Let's put some green in there. Isn't that pretty? I got some sari silk from Amazon, but it just came in a big jumbled up, mixed up hank of silk. And so I had to take it apart, and this, which didn't have much of this in there. It had some greens, lots of orange, lots of teal and turquoise, and it was kind of just like a luck of the draw, I guess. But I really liked this one. I wish I could find more of this green. It looks pretty. I don't have a ton of ink on here, but I'm just gonna very lightly. There. And let's add one of these fellas. I haven't used these yet. Okay, probably red, huh? That's gonna cover that up. I don't want to cover that up. I like layering, but I don't necessarily put it down there. See what the blue looks like. These little labels, I mean, these are, you could tell they're gummed on the back. Actually, I like that shade. Let's do that. So our youngest senior, we have two seniors, but one is a year younger than the other. He has work study this year, which is really cool. So he gets out of school a little bit early so that he can go work. He's been working, gosh, almost 2 years. He started off at Dairy Queen. He worked there for about 1.5 years. He's saving for his car, and really proud of him. His name is Daniel. Jeremiah also got a job about 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, and saved up for his car. So they're doing good. Let's see. I wonder if I should put some fabric on there. It would look good. Oh, look, a little stowaway. A little S&H green stamp. So in college, I went to a small Baptist school in Texas, not Baylor. And that's a big school. And one of my roommates' great grandmothers saved S&H green stamps in a bag. I mean, she never put them in the little, you know, folders. And she gave us all of her S&H green stamps. And when I say all, I mean all. And we spent, I don't even know how long we spent, probably weeks, in the evening after we finished studying or after dinner in the cafeteria or whatever, putting in, licking stamps and putting them in our little books that she gave us. And then we went to the S&H green stamp store, and we had so many stamps, everybody got like legit things. I got a clock radio, which I kept for years, and one of them got like a little side table, and I think another got a lamp. We were sweet mates. And I just always thought that was so fun. And they obviously don't have S&H green stamps anymore. That was fun. I guess I'm dating myself, but I don't care. I like my age. So I'm going to put some Fabri-Tac on here. Just a little, because it can get, I don't really want it soaking through. I don't think it will, because this is like a little piece of a quilt. So I used this quilt on the spine of the journal that I made, that I'm going to do a flip through after this. And oh, the spine just feels so good. So, isn't that a cute little piece of a quilt? I ordered, it was just like a little curated package. I don't know what you would call it. From Floshy May, and on Etsy. And oh yeah, I like that. So I could do it like that, or I could, nope. Floshy May on Etsy, and in fact, she has things in her shop right now, and she always curates really, really nice things. So I got quite a bit of fabric bits, and they're about, you know, maybe that size, maybe a little bit bigger, buttons, other odds and ends, and so yeah, so that little bit of the quilt, that's just a scrap. I used quite a bit on the spine. It looks cute. Okay, well, let's do this one. That looks good. Now this is Apple of His Eye, the Apple of His Eye, Nanda. I get a lot from her. I really like her papers, and she's also a newly transplanted Texan. Also, I say also, I'm not transplanted. I was born here. I was born in Bryan, College Station. Let us see what we have. That look good. I do not mind mixing modern, like this is, I think this is Lori Holt fabric, if I'm not mistaken. I don't mind mixing things. I like texture, but I don't mind mixing eras. I don't mind mixing, you know, modern stuff with older stuff. I think it's kind of nice. I like the juxtaposition, is that a word, of the different looks that gives you. Okay, got this. So in the spine that I'm going to show you, so I'm a member of the Art League in town, and people just bring, I don't know why, they just bring junk. They bring junk to the Art League for us to deal with. And there was one person who brought trash bag full of linens, sheets, pillowcases, Euroshams, all of the things. And this was a Eurosham, and I snatched it because first off, I kind of like those weird little buttons. And secondly, it had a really pretty eyelet lace border that was linen, cotton, I don't know what it is, but if it's a natural fiber, I'm gonna like it. So I liked it and I took it. All right, let's put this on there. Here's some black. We could do some black. I am really bad about putting my pen back in the Barely Art, and then I end up paying for it because it clogs. Okay, let's see here. I don't care for the red. Like, this is from South America. Can you imagine that they did this by hand? I mean, that is done by hand. Whoever the artisan was. What's this? Oh. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. What are y'all up to today besides watching YouTube videos? When I had COVID, that's all I did. I was in bed for almost a week. I would take my kids to school, shower, get back in bed, and watch YouTube and fall asleep. That's what I did. Okay, I think I like that. Let's see, here's my green. I really want some of that green. Okay, let's see what we have in here. As you can see, I'm using most of the green. So this is from, that's just a quilting fabric. And I want this to go on top. I don't like that. This is vintage. These fabrics that are vintage, like this and like this one came from, there's a shop here in town that's like a little quote unquote antique slash junk shop where people have vendor spaces. And there's a lady who sells, I think I just burped, I'm sorry. There's a lady that sells fabric and little buttons. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, fabric, buttons, and all kinds of, oh, she does tatting, and she sells things for like $1, $1.50. And yeah, so I have a nice little stash. This is not coming out. I have a nice little stash of her little goodies. And then this one came from In the Old Schoolhouse on Etsy. And then they also have, it's twin sisters up in Michigan. And one does vintage fabrics and the other does vintage paper items like playing cards, vintage cards. They're both on Etsy. But they also have a shop. I'll have to link that down. They're like my favorite. I get a lot from them. I think I'm just going to go down the center because I kind of want this to not be fully attached. There. Cute. And then we're going to use some of this beautiful matte lace. I just think that's nice. I could sew it on, I could staple it on, but I'm gonna do this. And hopefully this doesn't totally soak through. I'll try to rub it in. That's the one thing about Fabri-Tac that I am not a fan of is sometimes it'll show through the fabric. And I don't have a finger protector. I need to get one of those little silicone. Oops. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks good. And then, what if we did, let's do that. Sure hope y'all are in frame. I should probably check. I want this. Can I get it under there? Yes, sir. Okay. There. And let's just do a little bit of that. There. There. Now, where is... There. That's why I need to get those little silicone finger covers. Does this happen to y'all? This is one of the reasons I don't like this glue. Yep. There we go. Okay, let's move on. So we did this tag. I think I kind of want to do this. It hangs over, and I'm okay with that. And so, oh, we could put that on there. Now this is seam binding. I usually get my seam binding from my scrap cabin because it's all crinkly. This is not all crinkly, which is fine. So we are just gonna, let me flip that over. We are going to staple. I don't normally put 2 staples. I don't really like the look of 2, but there. Alrighty then. These are what we made. Aren't those cute? So I'm gonna stop and then put them in the journal and I'll do a flip through. See you in just a minute.